So I know a lot of people would say something like, "My friends are holding me down, my family is holding me down, my country is holding me down, my religion is holding me down, the society is holding me down, my ancestry is holding me down." So many things that are holding us down. But personally, there is only one thing that is holding me down. And it has been holding me down since I was born, and it never stops. And it holds me down with the same amount of force every time. And I hear this, I don't know. But I hear it has been holding down all my ancestors since the beginning of time. Unfreaking believable. How can we have something like that existing in society, just holding us down and no one is doing anything about it? I'm filing a petition. I'm filing the most serious petition that has ever been filed in this world to the creator of heaven and earth, whoever it is. If it is God, yeah, that is, if it's Big Bang, whatever. But I'm filing a very big petition. This needs to stop. This behavior of holding people down needs to stop. So my petition is against gravity. And if you still don't know what gravity is, maybe you don't, maybe you do, I don't know. But a simple explanation, it is the force that holds everything down. It holds the trees down. It holds the buildings down. It holds the rocks down. It holds everything down. And like I have always wanted to fly. And I tried as a kid. I would climb on top of a very high tree. And then I would jump and try to flip my hands. And guess what? I didn't fly. Gravity is against my dreams of flying. It brought me down like a huge rock and I hit the ground with a big thud. And I ended up with a bent knee and scraped knees and a broken finger and almost a fracture on my head just because I was trying to fly. Why is gravity holding me down? Why is it envious of my dreams? I always wonder, like, what if I could just fly like the birds in the evening? Like, I admire the birds flying in the evening. And I used to see them. I remember seeing them like a year ago where I was living. It would reach like 5 p.m. and they would just be gliding on the sky. So nice. Living their best lives, not wondering about anything. Like, it looked so peaceful and calm and everything. And I wondered, why can't I do that? Why? And why is gravity not against those birds? I feel jealous of the birds. I want to fly. I do. I want to. I don't want to fly on a plane, actually. Like, that's when I want to go far away, like 7,000 kilometers away. Like, I just want to do the evening stroll in the skies and enjoy that breeze and everything. Like, it's so calm and nice and everything. Why is gravity against that? So, this petition is against gravity. We need to reduce or end gravity forever. I think even the trees would agree with me. The trees have never seen anything beyond the ground. They are always on the ground. Even airplanes don't carry them to the sky. At least we as human beings get to enjoy some airplane time in the sky when we can afford it sometimes. But look, the trees have always been here. The rocks have been here since the beginning of time. They are not dying, but gravity is holding them down. I'm sure they would want to go up and experience life in the sky or in the moon or somewhere else in another planet or another solar system, not another solar system, another galaxy or another universe. Who knows? Depending on how much they can move to there, they can enjoy that. So I'm completely against gravity. This needs to be stopped. Why is no one talking about this? This is our biggest problem. The biggest problem in this world right now is gravity. Gravity is the biggest problem we have. We claim things are bringing us down, but nothing is bringing us down like gravity. And the forces refuse. Sometimes someone is bringing you down today, but tomorrow they hype you up. Well, they are not there, they are absent, so you don't have anyone to bring you down. Which feels like a relief. I'm like, yesterday they were bringing me down, but today they are not there to bring me down. I can float up and enjoy life. That's how it feels when something brings you down. And then it changes over time. For example, let's say the patriarchy is bringing women down right now. But a society like my tribe, the Kikuyu tribe, we were matriarchy. We were ruled by a female chief. I think her name was Wango Makeri or something like that. So it has not always been a patriarchal society. There were times when the women were empowered and everything, and they were the most powerful creatures on this earth. It's only a recent thing where the men have taken off and the women are below them. It has not always been like that. So the women can say there's a time when we were okay, there's a time when we were thriving. But with gravity, gravity has always been thriving since the beginning of time. It's always bringing people down. And it's not bringing them down so that you can rise up. It's I don't even know why it is. No one knows where the gravity is. It just brings people down and stays wherever it is. That's envious. That's jealousy, and it brings down with the same force. At least make sure today you bring us down by an acceleration of 4.8 meters per second. Tomorrow make it 10.5. The other day make it 1.2 meters per second, so that we are able to feel okay sometimes. Sometimes we can fly a little bit. Sometimes we can fly high. Then other times we can't fly. Other times we are sucked into the ground because the gravity is too much. But that's okay. There's some change. There's a feeling of adventure that comes with it and all that. But this force that has been the same since the universe was created, like it's 9.8 10,000 years ago. It's 9.8 5,000 years ago. It's 9.8 when the dinosaurs were here. It's 9.8 10,000 years from now in the far future when AI has colonized Mars and Jupiter and everywhere. It's still the same. It never changes. Why? We need to do it's our biggest problem. Forget about the government. The governments are doing okay. Sometimes they are pulling us up to development and all that. Sometimes they bring us down. It is sometimes it's okay when something happens. Sometimes it's okay, but when it's always happening and it's not positive, what's the positive of bringing things down? Why do we have to bring things down? Why do they have to fall? Why did the apple have to fall on Newton's head? Why? I injuring him and he didn't see that. All he sees is that gravity brings things down. Why didn't he question himself? Why is this bringing things down? It's an acceptable behavior. It's not. Gravity needs to be civilized. It needs to be civilized. We need laws that are going to be imposed on gravity. Maybe we should invite God into this conversation. I don't know why it's God who created gravity because scientists don't seem to believe in God. So who came up with gravity? Who? Who is it? It's completely unacceptable. Gravity should I want to, we need to end gravity. We should be holding mass protests. We should be holding a protest of 7 billion people, at least 7 billion people marching on the streets of the entire world, calling for a change on gravity. I believe it's a democracy. I believe the whole world is a democracy. I believe nature is a democracy. So nature has to abide by what we agree as human beings because nature was created for us. Ask the Bible. Human beings are the most important thing on this earth, and whatever they want is supposed to happen. So if the 7 or 8 billion of us march to the streets and against gravity and say gravity must go, gravity must go, gravity must go, then it must go. It has no option. It has to go. Then we can fly in the evening. You'd enjoy so much. Imagine you're strolling in the evening with your friends in the sky. We don't even need wings if there's no gravity. Even the birds won't need wings at that time. I know they spend a lot of energy flapping their wings so that they can remain airborne, but they won't have. Once gravity is gone, they can just enjoy the skies they're living in with no problem. Let's fight against gravity. This fast. I think I'll do a fundraiser or a GoFundMe so that we collect enough funds. I believe everybody on this earth, the 8 billion people on this earth, can make a contribution to this because it's a problem that is affecting everyone. I think even the rocks will be on our side. The trees will be on our side. The soil will be on our side. The soil has never seen the sky. Everything will be on our side. The buildings, the materials like plastic or anything. Like we will have more support than any petition has ever had in this universe. Even the stars, I guess, will be on our side. Everything will be on our side. The air wants to escape also. I don't know what we'll be breathing once the air gets away from gravity now. Now that I think of it, we kind of need the air. Why do we need air even? But that's a discussion for another day. Today we are fighting against gravity. Please join me, all of you. I I don't know how we're going to file this petition. We need somewhere. It's not change.org. I don't know whether that will work. I don't know whether everyone has access to the internet or something like that. Maybe we should all scream together at the same time to express our discomfort and our appreciation of the gravity. Like we set a time and say at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or geometric metric time, whatever, GMT, we scream. Like one loud scream from everybody for one whole minute so that it can be heard in the skies. The loudest screams ever heard. And I'm sure change will happen. When people protest, like when I see doctors protest in the streets, they get their salary increased or their working conditions improved. When the civil servants protest and go on a strike, they get their conditions improved. So if we all protested against gravity, like all of us, something will change, I'm sure. Gravity will be executed. I think if it is something that can be executed and hanged or something like that, or a lethal injection or something like that, we should do that to it. Like, and it has been living for so long, and it pulls with the same amount of force every time. That's my problem. How do you maintain pulling people down with the same amount of force for thousands and millions of years? That is unacceptable. Even God cuts us some slack sometimes. Sometimes He's angry with us. Sometimes He's happy with what we're doing. Sometimes He's on our side. Sometimes He's against us. Sometimes he answers our prayers. Sometimes He doesn't. It's not always. It's not a God who is always against us or a God who is always for us. I know we would appreciate that, but maybe that's not practical for God to be always for us because He's more powerful than us and He can see things we can't see. I think that's what I assume people who believe in God think. Or that's what I thought when I was strongly a believer in the creationist side of life. Like just believing God is the creator of everything. He answers sometimes. Gravity will never give us a breathing space. Because we need some breathings. We need a break. Even in a relationship, you need a few minutes alone every day, even if you have a partner. Even if you have friends, sometimes you need like 5 minutes to decompress and everything before you resume the conversation. Sometimes to drink some water and all that. Gravity is not offering that nicety. Like it's not being nice at all. It's not playing nice at any level. We need to end gravity. Gravity needs to go forever and ever. We can't live like this. We as humans, gravity needs to respect us. And I am for that. Gravity needs to respect us. The respect we deserve as humanity has not been accorded to us by gravity. It's one of our greatest enemies, and no one is doing anything about it. It's not the enemy is not getting weaker. It's not getting stronger, I would say, but it's not getting weaker either. It's getting old, like it's a million years old, but it's not weaker. It's as strong as like a 20-year-old. I would say that's the prime of humanity. That's the strongest a human is. It's still at its prime for millions of years. Who created that? Who created a force that pulls things down all the time? At least lift people up sometimes. I know sometimes I bring people down. I know I bring people down. I'm not perfect as a human being. I'm not. But sometimes I bring people up. I'm not always bringing them down. I know sometimes I bring people down. Sometimes I lift them up. Sometimes I find someone who is sad and I do something for them that makes them feel good. It also makes me feel good and feel decent as a human being. How does gravity feel about its effect on everything? Like being so powerful and misusing your power like that. It is unacceptable. It is uncivilized. It's not even a primal behavior. Even primal beings they have something to offer. That what is good about gravity? Just tell me one good thing about gravity. What is one good thing about being pulled down all the time? It's not good. It isn't. And it's the building block of the entire universe. The gravity. Apparently, the sun also has some form of gravity that is pulling us towards it or something like that. Apparently, every planet or every being, every object has gravity. Why is it in everything and everywhere? Oh, tired of gravity. I'm divorcing gravity. I am. I'm filing divorce papers against gravity. It 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 started following me before I was born, and it's still following me. I need if it's not a divorce filing, I need to um what do we call it? I need to file a restraining order against gravity. It's following me like my own shadow. I mean, only my shadow is expected to follow me everywhere all the time and everything. I have given that leeway to my shadow, but I don't want gravity to be on my neck and my feet all the time, every day. Unbelievable, freaking believable. I'm done with gravity. I'm completely done. And I hope you are too.